Hello, I am Oscar Mario. Welcome. This is a second part of the original video that I shared about um, what I have learned through the Shaolin teachings and as well what I have learned through the philosophy, the religion, the spirituality of the Buddhism, right? Hinduism. And I just want to share some takeaways to you, some notes that I believe that can help you as well, and I believe that I missed in the first part of the video. So I just want to share this with you, and again, I hope that this help you as it really helped me a lot. And I want to thank so much to the Mulligan brothers again for spreading this content to the Shaolin Temple Europe, the Master Yi Shenji, for all the the hard working, the communication around the world, the messages, and just Shaolin as general, right? From coming from China. I'm not going into the history of Shaolin, which I believe is so powerful, and we should kind of like a bit kind of understand about Shaolin. Now we're living in the 21st century, realizing that this is ancient, right? This is so past, and it is so necessary that I believe that we should take care of the lessons from Shaolin, mastery of the body, the mind, understanding about the difficulties that we encounter here on this life, right? And I am so really thankful for the Mulligan brothers and the Shaolin Temple for just sharing this content that I believe can help many people that just needed to receive those messages. So kind of hope and at the same time guidance of what to do and realize that you need to let go. And that's the first takeaway that I got here. Something that the master Yi Shinji mentioned that served me during my crisis that I have mentioned that I experienced in my 27th after being broke and kind of like hopeless and without any clue what to do next. And um Shinji explained that you should learn to let go, right? Let go. And this is something that I found now similar with Bruce Lee, right? So you need to die and to be liberated from it. So when tomorrow comes, create your ambitious mind and learn the art of dying. And for me, Bruce Lee, what he's trying to say there is that let go of your ambitions, let go of your desires, even though we are here in this world that is everything about desires, right? We all have desires, we all have these wishes, and at the same time, I'm combining right now this lesson from the Hinduism, right? That is because and the Buddha teachings is because who's life is suffering, right? And we suffer because we could be greedy sometimes, and so that's important for you to understand that yes, you have those desires, but at the same time, the fact that you don't have them, or you don't, the things are not happening the way that you want to happen is because you want to control. So for me, Bruce Lee is trying to share his knowledge about just die here on this living earth, right? Let go, try to be empty without just nothing, and right, you being nothing, that's how you can build yourself. And this is the lesson from Yishinji. because he explained that you need to let go so new things can come. That's the only way. For new things to come, you need to empty your cup. That's what he mentions. Um, because when the cup is empty, you can fill out the cup again, and it will be filled up with whatever now your mind is being added to, right? Um, so guys, in my case, I want to share my case. Um, right? I was broke, I was kind of desperate, I was angry, I was all those emotions, and I didn't know anything about emotions, and that's how I combine these teachings, right? I combine teaching from Shaolin to understanding the mind, understanding that we have sensations in our body, right? And same time from the intuition, what the Buddha teachings as well, and spirituality, understanding about the stories about um, well, the different stories that is mentioned in, for example, in the Bhagavad Gita, that's a great example. And so it's about let go. So, in how is it that you let go when you are so into it, right? That was my case. I told you I was like angry. I didn't want to do this, blah blah blah. Victim, victim mentality. That was, and I needed to let go. And as I mentioned in the first video, I have never been meditated in the past, so that wasn't the first entrance to understanding myself, to getting empty. And so I was trying to calm the mind, and I found out all this teaching from the Stoics as well. I was combining what Marcus Aurelius was trying to say, that with a calm mind, calm strength, and I wasn't calm at all. I was stressful. I anxious, and a lot of things happening. And so I start with meditations and just trying to let go because the thoughts are can be harmful. Thoughts are very powerful, and thoughts are energy. So the same thoughts that can cause you danger or harmful, those are the same thoughts that can give you healing, right? And give you blessings and everything. So I was realizing that, and that's why this is important, because I didn't know that. And they don't teach us this in school, even our parents, right? It's so difficult. If somebody teach you have been teaching that since, I don't know, some time ago, you should be like, that's great. That's an amazing opportunity for you. But it seems that it was after facing struggles and difficulties that at the end I was finding out those important lessons. And so I was realizing I was trying to just calm my mind and let go of what happened to me. And because I was understanding at the same time the lesson that Nishinji was trying to share, that empty your cup, meaning let go of what you were, let go of who you believe that you should behave, and many things. So I was letting go habits and ways of thinking and many things, and well, eventually, step by step, I was filling out my cup. So just that's like the first station that I find out interesting, that you may find out as well powerful, because it is tough to let go when something is really there, right? You are feeling it, and the mind is trying to bring it up to you constantly. So my advice to you is to try to meditate, try to let go, and of course, this is the most powerful thing. Condition your mind. Start conditioning your mind with new ideas, with new thoughts, and conditioning. Let the time go. Don't focus on the time. So you need to persevere on these new ideas and start your healing. Now you start to heal and you can help other people around you, but you need first to be well, you, okay? And so that's an amazing teaching that I believe so that can help you understanding to let go. Um, I have this quote from Alan Watts that I'm gonna share with you now. This I don't know is the same thing as I love, I let go. I don't try to force or control. It's the same thing as humility. And so the Upanishads say, if you think that you understand Brahman, you do not understand, and you have yet to be instructed further. If you know that you do not understand, then you truly understand. For the Brahman is unknown to those who know it, and known to those who know it not. And the other thing is that I really like the idea. Well, and Bob Proctor shared this about he was studying the Upanishads and saying as Alan Watts had been studying the Upanishad, the lessons and everything. So it's so, for me, it's so good that Bob Proctor understood that he understood that everything is connected, right? Even though, as I said, from the Hinduism philosophy, I am so thankful because I found the devotion. I found God, spirituality, however you want to see it, because I was hopeless and I needed some hope right there. And the only thing that could bring me hope at that time was having faith, believing, right? That's what everyone is trying to tell you, believe, you need to believe. And so it's kind of interesting how Alan Watts and Bob Proctor, they understood about the Upanishads as well. And oh, this is another great concept that I want to share with you that I missed in the first video. Is about how is in the Hinduism um referred to this culture, this concept of Maya, right? Maya is seems like an illusion of life, and this is there is another concept that we in this 21st century that we are kind of sharing, that is the matrix, that we are living in a matrix, right? And for me it's similar to the concept of Maya. Maya in the Hinduism it seems like the illusion of life. And so when Krishna, which is an avatar of the god Vishnu, incarnates on earth, he teaches some lessons about how to just face and live, because you need to live with Maya. You need to live with this illusion of life. And this is an amazing topic because I really love the idea of you just understanding that there is like this magic, that there is this illusion of life. And and you see, Bob Proctor used to say that when you have this dream of this target, this objective, whatever that is, and you keep trying to pursue that objective, right? And you can see how the outer world of the external world starts to changing if you are attentive, right? If you are pretty observer, you will see how slowly it starts to shifting and in the external. So for me, that's how Maya is in his movement, right? Is and again, Maya, it seems like this great illusion of life. And for me, why I'm sharing this concept to you, because it's similar to what we have, well, perhaps some of you understand about the Matrix, or just people talk about it. And the illusion, what is that illusion? For me, is the illusion that we are living. That's right. And is the illusion at the same time that there is death. Because us, and well, and this is from the Shaolin teachings as well, right? Life and death happens at the same time right now. That's right. Life and death is connected. Those concepts are connected. So there can be no dark without light, and there is the sun, and there is the moon, and right. And so for me, Maya, the illusion of the life is for you to understand that it is an illusion. But how you can find out the illusion if you haven't, if you are living in it, right? For me, that was during 27 years. I was so living Maya, let's say it that way. I was so, I cannot explain. I just perhaps this word I felt like manipulated by the external world, and just following what everyone was doing, and everything. So so it is after some crisis, some suffering, that we start to think and to try to appreciate and try to understand what is going on, what is this life, what is everything, right? Those questions arise, and especially in those times, because if you haven't like suffered something like that has happened to me, it is so difficult to disattach from, let's say, Maya, right? The illusion. If you are just there living your life, that's fine. And so when those things happen, you start seeing things in a different way. So it is, I believe so, for you to give you greater understanding about life. And for me, this is my lesson, and this is my major key to you that I want to share right now, is that everything happens for a reason. And if that understanding enters to you, you must realize that everything is fine. First, try to calm the mind, try to relax, learn to just breathe, right? To breathe and to exhale, to try to be just relaxed, do the exercises, train the physical body, and just try to find a way to calm. Okay. Now you start figuring out your not life, your new life, right? Like the first no, what I mentioned about letting go. You just let go of your cup. Now you start filling up your cup with what? With whatever you want now. With whatever you want to to live, to share in this life that is yours. I mean, the creator, the creation, whatever else you want to see, you should be really thankful. Even though I didn't knew that. I am telling you, during my crisis, that was the last thing I think what I did. Why me, right? But it is so difficult to see, and everything is so dark. So, but you will find out that everything happened for a reason. There is no doubt about it. So I'm trying to telling you to just calm the mind, and you will see that this suffering or this understanding about life is for a good reason for you to grow, because life wants life actually wants your attention. That's what life is trying to design you. It's like you are the one, you are the creator actually. You are the powerhouse. Everything comes from you, right? Everything comes from you. And this is a concept that Neville Goddard mentioned about the other persons, the individualities come from you, and they are just your, how can I say this, your illusions, right? So so again, calm the mind and realize that everything is for a reason. It's for you to start creating a new, exciting, I mean, not like a new beginning, a new adventure comes to your way. And you should definitely be really, really grateful about it. So this was the other concept that I want to share with you, this illusion of Maya, and it comes with the distractions, right? Because Maya or illusion is so powerful. It is so powerful, and it is mentioned this in the Hinduism, right? And through all the stories about how Maya, the illusion, it is definitely, there is no doubt about it. I mean, if you haven't on the face it, because I have really faced it, and I definitely understand how powerful the illusion it is, but it is, you are more powerful than that, and that's the important. Then it's the importance of self control, right? If mind is movement, you should be in control of yourself. So we got movement, you are in still. Okay. So life will, or Maya will show you distractions. The TV, the radio, people talking, um, news, everything. That's what we can understand about Maya. And so it's for you to understand too, that's the matrix or whatever. And but you don't need to fight it. Okay? This is my advice to you. You should be combined and live with it. Learn to love it. Learn to love your surroundings even though you don't like it, because it is part of you actually. That's right. It is part of you. So try to just calm the mind, meditate, and find ways to be relaxed. And of course, you need to remove obstacles, remove what doesn't serve you. That's huge. That's important to remove what doesn't serve you if you can. But if there is something that you cannot manage, just try to live with it. That's important, and move to your goal. That's something that I have been trying to share in this channel, to find a major goal in your life and go after. To me, that's something that is quite important. But yeah, Maya, the illusion is so big, it's just exterior. And it is so beautiful. The illusion is so beautiful to see, but at the same time, it could be so destructive as well. Um, yes. The other lesson that I really find out useful from the Shaolin is the idea of manifest. That everything that is in the mind is about manifestation. And the master Shinji mentioned this about there is this heaven and air and the human that is in between. The human is in between the heaven and the air, and it's from the heaven that he start receiving these messages or thoughts. At the end, those are thoughts for me. So having that understanding from Shaolin give me more insights. Right, I have shared that I found this and thinking Grow Rich as well, and listening from Air Nightingale and Bob Proctor, Brian Tracy, sharing the same thing about our mind, about that the law of attraction, that everything that we are keeping in our constant thought, that eventually it will be presented to you. So I was finding the same thing with the shouting about manifestation, that everything that it is in the mind is for manifest. So that is a great teaching about understanding about our thoughts. That so you got a thought, you should understand that you can bring it here to this reality to express it. And how you do that is by focus. Yes, that's something that I learned from the show, that you need to persevere. Now that you are like kind of receiving these messages, and now you are trying to bring something to this life, to this earth, to express it, so other people can see it, can touch it, can feel it, right? It requires focus. And that's why I mentioned Maya, because Maya is our delusion or whatever it is about distractions. So how do you focus when there is so much noise there, right? And um, that's the idea with the Shaolin way of understanding that you need to focus, to learn, to persevere with focus, and that's what the mindset means, right? Put your mind into something. And this reminds me a lesson from the magnate Andrew Carnegie, which teach it to Napoleon Hill about the idea of focus, that if you want something to grow, you should just keep it in your eyes. And I have this, to be honest, I have seen this lesson from other, let's say, gurus or wealthy people. Um, the same things that that is about focus, to don't lose it. That's how you make something grow. And for me, that's important about focus. And yes, I believe the same thing that the Shaolin shares about love, about being humble, meditate. It is important. This is something that I learned from them. That when they feel like so great, so courage, right, with so passion, I don't know how to express it. Kind of, I don't want to say ego, but when they start feeling again like so amazing at the time, well, they should be nailed again, right? So they can take him down. And that's something that they practice in the monastery. And I found out so useful when you start to understand about ego or our personality, how it's always trying to say it's about me. And right now it comes to my mind this quote from Miyamoto Musashi that it says, you should be think deeply about the world than yourself. So that's interesting to me, that to understand that Miyamoto Musashi, the great samurai, understood that as well, how the ego could be such a threat all, all around. That's the idea of meditating, to trying to be humble. And this remind me from to so many quotes from Marcus Aurelius, sharing the same thing about being humble. And it is so easy to not be humble. It's so easy to just let it go, to just be there doing what the rest of the people are doing, right? So try to don't lose that. That is another lesson that I learned from Shaolin, right? The qualities of the heart, being the goodness in everything, but stay humble. Stay have, even though you're winning, even though that you believe that you are always happy in everything, right? That you got it all. Because I believe that there is no such a thing. Remembering that everything is temporary, that you can lose it right away as well, but you cannot lose yourself. That's the lesson, right? That's the lesson from Shaolin. Um, and that you don't lose yourself during this spot, because you cannot. There is such a great foundation in yourself that you can just not lose yourself. Okay, even though you lose materialistic things, right? But you cannot lose yourself. And yes, make the call the reality, and that's really something that really I really felt from listening to, especially to G and G, that you start receiving this call. And for me, that was so necessary when I was facing a struggle, when I was facing my crisis, right? When it was the whole world for me that was chaos. And he mentioning that you start receiving now the call. What call? Well, someone that he's mentioning, perhaps he was the call. He sharing about that with our thoughts we create a war, and now what do you want to be? You can have other things, right? Because you can manifest things. So those were other ideas that I have never heard before. So for me, that was the call. And again, and now really I just sharing this to you. Um, my main idea is just trying to manifest more peace in my life. More for me, that's the idea of abundance. To to just keep healthy relationships, keep loving myself, and just bringing peace into my daily basis. Yes, another teaching from Shaolin was understanding about senses, understanding that when if you feel hungry about it, right? And it is interesting because as I mentioned, I come from, let's say, a Catholic or Christian family in some way to explain it, and this is something. So this is a lesson that it is mentioned in the Bible, right? From Jesus, that it is through the senses that you enter to sing, right? And these same lessons it is shared by the Shaolins, that is by our senses, that we um can sometimes just fall into Maya, right? Into the illusion, because it is so easy to get distracted by your senses. There is good music there. There is so um delicious food and amazing people. So it is, again, it is not that it is bad, but you need to control yourself. That's the important thing about controlling yourself. And from the child, right? It's something it is offering to you. You can take it right away, but at the same time that it's leaving, you need to let it go. And for me, that was such a great lesson. Again, I have never heard that before. But it was something that I definitely needed for my life to understand more about myself and everything. And yes, yes, I think this is like the final about karma, the action, the right action, that everything happens for a reason. So good seeds, good thoughts, good action eventually will bring you the same thing. The energy that you're putting out, that's the energy that will come back to you. And this is the same vision that Nightingale and Bob Proctor they share, right? As you sow, shall you reap. So that's the same thing that I have learned from as well from the Shaolin about karma. And this is something that is mentioned in the Hinduism and spirituality about our karma. It seems in a way as destiny as well, but yeah, for me it's important for you to understand that yes, after you sow shall you reap, and that's just another way to see karma as well, right? Whatever that you are putting out, um well, be aware because it will come back to you. So, and yes, this is the final lesson for me. To be honest, is huge. It is important to the fear, just fear, right? And as I have mentioned about the subconscious and the conscious mind, fear is just an idea. And this idea, the fear idea, when it is expressed, it can cause us to be anxious and feel this ugly anxious, right? And but um fear, again, is just an idea that we are entertaining in our conscious mind, and something that I have really kind of understood from Shaolin and the Hinduism is this illusion of fear. Fear is the the greater illusion, and it comes to my mind now this idea from, I believe so, is Rhonda Verb, if I am right, which is the writer from the Secret, the book The Secret, the movie The Secret, which she just mentioned this. She mentions that death is a greater fear that a human being could possibly have, right? And for me, that was kind of like a fact, and I believe that that is an a fear that many human beings um, face, the fear of death, and can for me understanding about the Hinduism in the Shaolin, that's the greatest illusion, the illusion of death. You cannot, you cannot die, right? I know that this is something not so easy to understand at first, but you, by understanding about the illusion itself, by understanding about that everything has an opposite, right? There is darkness and there is light, and there is life and there is death. That is just, this is death and this is life, right? So, so for me, bringing just understanding and at the same time, it's just let go those thoughts of the illusion, those lies of the mind, and bring peace. Bring peace to yourself. Bring joys. Bring thankfulness to every single second, because it is a blessing that you are here. And for me, the fact that you are here is for a reason, and that is huge. And this is something that Les Brown mentioned. You are the vessel. You are just the vessel here, and it is important for you to do something huge, to do something important with your life, with your body, right now, as long as you have life, as long as you have time, where you want to see it, and stop like crying, stop like being like disappointed, stop those emotions, because that's what it is. Those are emotions, those are thoughts that you are feeling in your mind. So it is important, and I know that it is not easy. That's why I'm trying to really explain this to you, because I know that it is not easy to let go. I know that for real. And but it is with a constant by repetition, and feeding your mind and conditioning your mind that this is necessary. And I believe, I truly believe that perhaps my voice, perhaps the voice of Les Brown, the voice of Yishin, all those voices are necessary, and those voices are the voices of the voices of the creation, letting you know that you need to condition your mind. This is how we explain this to you, right? This is how the universe is trying to letting you know that it is necessary for you to do this change. The universe cannot just appear something to you out of the nothing and bring you more fear than you currently have, and say to you, hey, change, hey, start to reprogram your mind. It's time to for you to let go and start thinking about love and start thinking about understanding that there is a reason. It's not fearing. Yes, there is fear in the world. There is wars in this world, but where you focus, right, will grow. So why we don't focus in the joy, in the light, and in better thoughts? And that's something that I learned from Bob Proctor. If you start cultivating more good thoughts, more good seeds, you will create more fire, right? And it cannot just only be a small fire, it could be a great fire, but that's based on the repetition of amazing and powerful thoughts. So that's the power of the conditioning. A great light will be is and it is about you. So it is on you to condition your mind, and that's it. That's what I got here, and I just wanted to finish again those lessons that I learned from Shaolin, and that I have find out in the Hinduism philosophy, religion, spirituality, which is amazing. Amazing how it is being the so-called first religion. It is so ancient because, and I believe so, there is so wisdom behind. And my last tip is that the divine is everything. The illusion is everything. It is divine. The illusion itself, it is divine. It is the divine. So you are divine. I am divine. We are all one, right? So and we are connected. So bend to the divine. Bend to the something that is greater than you. And greatness comes from small beginnings. Surprises rate. Um, yeah, love your surroundings. Start loving your life. I believe that's the idea of just being in the here and the now. Just appreciate the creation and find a way to just calm the mind if you have it. Do so. I am Oscar Mario, and thank you.